morning, everybody, and welcome to Authentici-Tea with Jera, or coffee if you have me. If you're me, you have coffee. If you're like me, whew, can't English today. So it is Wednesday, which means that it is our weekly discussion group tonight at East Blair Housing Co-op, which is the poly discussion group this evening, our very first one. And also, we are here at Authentici-Tea, which is our daily live stream about authenticity, ideas around authenticity and authenticity skills. This is as much for me, like reflecting on my life, as it is to share with you, and I love the conversation we have. So if you're joining us live, please feel free to comment as we go along. And if you're seeing this later on YouTube or Facebook, feel free to comment as well. The conversation piece is huge for me, so I'd be really excited if you join in. Today's topic is on busyness. I found for myself it's been a huge struggle, but I also see it in my friends and the people around me that in our culture we tend to keep ourselves really busy. I think there's a lot of reasons for this. The most disturbing of which is I think that our society, our construct, does it on purpose. There's like a built-in reason to be busy, like you have to cover all your bases, and it's almost a post-traumatic response to feeling unstable in the world because our economy is horrible and the working class and lower classes are in a really bad place. And so I think people feel the need to be really busy as almost a survival mechanism. I know, at least for me in my personal story, that was really true, and still is to a certain extent, which is hard. This comes up for me specifically right now because I am dealing with a little bit of this worry of being busy, or this struggle of busyness versus paying attention to my limits. And that's really what I think busyness is about, or why I'm talking about it, is because sometimes it's really helpful to be busy. And I think oftentimes it's not, because what ends up happening is when we get too busy and we have too much going on, the quietness that is needed in order to listen to what we really need, what our body needs, what our nervous system needs, what our spirit needs, that busyness creates so much noise we can't listen anymore. And I think in order to be authentic to ourselves, we really need to be able to get into this deep place of listening. And when we're so busy all the time, we don't have that ability. We don't have that mechanism. We don't have the habit of getting still, of going deep and listening to ourselves. And I know for me, I have a little bit of an extreme version of this because of my earlier trauma. My post-traumatic response is basically to be out of my body, to not pay attention to my nervous system, and to keep myself going. This is just survival. Just keep going, just keep going, just keep going. And survival is amazing, right? It gets us through the really crappy stuff. And there's a point when we have to decide to stop surviving and start thriving. And I think when we do that, and we're that thriving is really our authenticity saying, hey, I'm not going to stay quiet anymore. I'm not going to sit here and just survive or have this body broken down with stress anymore. We have to find a way to make this more sustainable. I think authenticity is a huge part of that. But as we move to thriving, I think in our culture, it's we're already preset to be busy. Hey, Kara, welcome. We're already preset to be busy. And then when we decide to start thriving and we decide to start getting the things and doing the things that are really good for us, we have an even more elevated level of busyness, which is the hustle, right? That's all the words these days is your side hustle and boss woman, boss girl, go get it and work really hard and all of that. And that's important. It's important to work hard for what you want and need in life. And that has felt so hard for me with my predisposition to working too hard, to overdoing it, to just staying busy, because it promotes this idea that in order to be worthy of the things that my heart needs and wants and what I'm meant here to do, I have to just go. And I felt the pressure to do that today. I'm still packing and leaving my old apartment and getting my new life back on its rails. And it's a slow process. And I've been working a lot the last few days, and today I was like, oh, I should go out there. I only have like a week or so left. But I can't. My body, my nervous system has been so shot with the amount of work that I put myself through in the last 2 or 3 days that if I don't take today off, if I don't calm myself down, take some breathing room, connect with some people I care about, then my nervous system is going to go into that hyper aware, hypersensitive, super busy place. And it's really bad for me. And it's not just really bad for me, but it's bad for my effectiveness, because I burn out and then I can't keep doing the things that I love to do and the things that help other people. As well as just breaking my body down. I'm only 32, and the amount of crap that happens to my body through the stress of that survival mode, that go mode, is really detrimental. So I really think to help both our authenticity and our mental health, it's really, really important to provide ourselves some quiet space to listen to ourselves, to slow down, to not feel like we have to be busy. Because here's the secret is society wants you to think that if you're go and you're busy all the time, then that's how you succeed, right? That's the old paradigm. That's the boomer generation. You work really hard and you get what you deserve. That's not happening. Our society is not set up. Our government and our country and the modern society we live in is not set up to reward that anymore. Not that that was ever healthy in the first place. So here is the secret, okay? Follow your heart. Do what you know is good for you and do it really well. And don't stop. Don't let anybody stop you. And abundance will come. And yes, I'm helped by white privilege. I want to own that right now. I'm helped by white privilege. I'm helped by the place that I am in the world, the area of the world that I was born into. That's absolutely true. I'm owning that. Absolutely. And I was born into really low socioeconomical background, very, very low. And I'm still going. And the more I lean into that heart space, the more I do what's beautiful for myself and what's good for myself, the more abundance of all kinds, money and people and space that I have. So the resting is not going to take that away from me. The being quiet and allowing myself to rest and recuperate, that is not going to be the thing that brings me down, the things that makes me less abundant. In fact, actually pursuing it and not stopping and doggedly loving myself and being honorable to that space is only going to help and raise my abundance in the world. And it will for you too. It's just the way the universe works. Actually, quantum mechanics and quantum science is showing us this pretty succinctly, pretty definitely over time. So anyway, I could ramble on. You know I can ramble on. We've all seen me rambling on. I'm not going to do that. But my challenge for you today is to find a place where you can be quiet. Find a place where you can start the habit of listening to yourself deeply and honoring what your body needs, what your nervous system needs, what your spirit needs, because that's okay. And actually, you're feeding your best self when you do it. And I'm saying this to myself just as much as I'm saying it to you today. So if you join me live, thank you so much. If you're joining me later, thank you so much. I'm so glad that we're creating this authentic community together. I am working on my secret project still, which I will be announcing sometime in the next week. And don't forget, East Blair Housing Co-op tonight, there will be a poly discussion group. It looks like it'll be a small one, but I'm really happy to have that intimate space with you guys. So feel free to come in, and it's a $5 suggested donation for my time, but I would be really happy to see you all there. All right, until tomorrow, stay authentic, everybody. Thank you.